Tell us about how you got started writing poetry.
So writing poetry is something that I've been interested in since I was young. Just poetry, literature, reading, all of those things that were things that I was very interested in. Poetry Out Loud specifically kind of focuses on the recitation of poetry, so kind of the performance aspect of that. And so that was actually because in 10th grade, so when my high school started, there was a bit of a club fair and I saw that there was something called Poetry Out Loud. I had no idea what it was. I had no idea that poetry recitation was even a thing at that point. But, I went in, I was interested, and it just took off from there.
So tell us about your journey in this competition.
So my high school is 3 years, as I've said, and I've done it all 3 years. And it's really been a journey where I just got a little further in the competition each time. And it's been really exciting seeing how these poems change and kind of how I change throughout the process.
Poetry is not something a lot of students naturally gravitate toward. What encouragement would you give to other students wanting to begin writing poetry or interested in poetry out loud?
I would say the big thing with anything is try it, right? Because I think the big thing, and I say this a lot, but a lot of people aren't just exposed to the idea of writing poetry. We don't often get many chances to write poetry. It's not something we necessarily do like math in school. And so I think the big thing is to try it, and it might not be for everyone, but you won't know unless you try it. And things like Poetry Out Loud and things just like personal interest are a really big step in getting there. And I think, another big thing is consume. Right? Consume as much poetry as you can, read as many things as you can, and that opens you up to a lot.
Would you like to recite a poem for us? We'd love to hear one.
Sure. Which one would you like to hear?
I'm going to let it be your choice.
All right. So there is a 19th century poem called The New Colossus by Emma Lazarus, and that was the third poem I recited for Poetry Out Loud. And yeah, it's the one engraved on like the Statue of Liberty, so I quite like it a lot. The New Colossus by Emma Lazarus. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here, at our sea-washed sunset gates, shall stand a mighty woman, with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning, and her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor that Twin Cities frame. Keep, ancient lands, your storied pomp, cries she, with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much. And that takes so much confidence. And I know you're inspiring other students to go for their passions. What's next for you?
What's next for me? Well, I'll be going off to college this year, as you said. I just graduated as a high school senior. A lot of things are open for me right now, obviously, because, freshman in college. But I'm a little interested in film right now, and I hope that whatever I end up doing, I'm able to tell the stories that I want to tell.
And you were headed to Yale, right?
Yes.
That's a tremendous accomplishment. Congratulations to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And we can watch that live webcast tomorrow. It starts at 7 o'clock, right?
Yes.
And it's arts.gov/poetry out loud. Soojin Park, thank you so much. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back with more Alabama Live. Stay with us.